Luka is averaging 40 points a game during the Lakers' 9-game heater, and only Wilt Chamberlain has ever done that in NBA history. He dropped 60, 51, and 44 during his run, and LA is locked into the 3 seed at 46 and 25. So, Matthew, is Luka playing himself into the MVP conversation right now?
I don't think he's playing himself into the MVP conversation just because I think, I mean,
40
SGA,
plus during a 9-game win streak?
but SGA is doing incredible stuff every night.
Okay.
He's on the number 1 seed. Jokic is pulling it. I think Jokic is clearly the second best player because every time you look at, it was like at the beginning of the year, it was like, okay, Jokic needs like 40 triple doubles past Westbrook. Now he needs like 15 because he's just getting like 30, 15, and 15 every night. And he's just dragging that team to the playoffs, even on nights where Murray doesn't have it. And it's like, I've never seen a year where you have such a clear first place and such a clear second place. Because SGA and Jokic are just doing it every night for their team, no matter what. And so Luka and Wemby, let's not forget Wemby, are doing some incredible things on winning teams. But I just think it doesn't matter when you got those two guys in front of you that haven't slipped at all. I mean, really, if Jokic falls below 2 in MVP voting, I think it's voter fatigue. Because you just don't even look. Because, I mean, as a Westbrook fan, I like to look at Jokic's box score every night to see, did he get a triple-double? And it's like, oh, fuck, sure enough, there it is, 31, 16, and 17, 39, 20, and 14, like 30, 10, and 18. I mean, it's just every single night. And he's not, like, barely getting it, like 20, 10, and 10. He's getting, like, 15 assists. He's getting, like, 14 rebounds. And the Nuggets are winning games that they certainly wouldn't be winning without him. He's extremely valuable to that team. You could talk about Christian Brown. You could talk about Aaron Gordon. You could talk about Jamal. That team without Jokic is in Warriors-Clippers territory. They're in playoff territory. I'm playing territory. They have some glaring weaknesses, including only having one player on their bench, Tim Hardaway Jr., that's competent most nights. And that really speaks to all Jokic has to do. And it sucks that he's having to play 39 minutes in random games in late March. But that's how important he is to that team. But your question's not about Jokic. Your question's about Luka. While I don't think he's playing himself in an MVP race, and I love to hate on the Lakers a little bit, but not only is he averaging 40, but the Lakers are winning until they lost to the Pistons tonight. And, that's a tough game. At Detroit, some might call that a schedule loss. Before that, they were on a 9-game winning streak and 12 of their last 13. And in that streak, in the 9-game winning streak, Luka, 49% from the field, 40% from 3, 77 from the line, whatever. Then 40 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. What I don't like, though, what I will say, averaging 27 shots a game. And that's including somebody that's got the best whistle of all time. So, I mean, He's shooting more than that because he's getting to the line a hell of a lot of times, too. And he's flopping, like all them guys flopping. But 27 shots a game. And some of those games, it's not even close. I mean, the last 2 nights before Detroit, 30 shots, 12 of 30, 18 of 30, good, 12 of 25, 14 of 27, 10 of 26. At some point, that offense is going to become predictable if it's Luka taking 30 shots a game, not including free throws, because that means probably like 40, 45 possessions that are ending with him shooting. I don't know. I think come playoff time, teams found a way to stop Prime Harden. Teams found a way to stop Prime Westbrook when it was just them. When you're a one-man band like that, teams come playoffs are going to say, let him get his, and we're going to make sure everybody else doesn't get theirs. And you might find that crazy on a team that has LeBron. But that man's 41 years old. So I worry because they haven't been this hot all year. They're hot right now. Luka's shooting 30 shots a game.
Yeah.
But what happens when he's shooting 30 shots a game come playoff time and he's not going 18 to 30? He's going 10 to 30, 12 to 30. And a lot of those shots are ending in bad step backs. You worry about it because I don't think their streak is as real as OKC or San Antonio streak. I think Luka's on a heater.
Yeah.
And
so I was going to say something similar to that, Matthew, because the numbers are screaming like MVP right now, right? Like you said, it's 40 plus a night, almost 9 boards, like 7 plus assists during the streak, and dragging the Lakers up to the third in the West. So kind of like you said, the only knock is the late surge versus like season-long dominance, right? But if he keeps this like nuclear level up and they finish, say, 2 games off the 1 seed, those voters are going to start talking themselves into like best player, best stretch logic real quick.
They're not going to get there, though, because the Spurs are winning every game. OKC's winning every game. And the Lakers are 7 games behind the Spurs and 10 games behind OKC. So really, they're not even close. So how can we dismiss what SGA is doing on any given night or what Wemby's doing on any given night when not only are the Spurs winning, not only are OKC winning, they've been winning the whole year.
Yeah, but you know how the Lakers fans are.
I know there's going to be a yelling campaign, whatever. But if I had a ballot, Luka would be 4th. I'm going SGA.
And look, Matthew, the Lakers fans went from like trade everybody in December to Luka's better than Kobe by March, like no in between.
Man, that's every year for the Lakers. I was watching them for a couple years though when my boy was over there. That's a difficult fan base, but more and more that's kind of spread to every fan base, that social media mind state. Mm-hmm. So I think that's everywhere, but then with LA, it's just that giant magnifying glass, that microscope, and it's got to be tough for the players. And I don't think we're done hearing complaints from the fans, because if they get in the playoff series against the Nuggets or someone good like that in the first round, and they lose a game, they lose 2 games, and Luka's not efficient, you're gonna hear some people upset. Well, I mean, I don't think we've seen the end of the roller coaster. I think we're on a high. I think there's still another low to go.
All right. So Matthew, real quick before we switch topics, you talked about your boy being over there. Of course, we all know Russell Westbrook, right? Do you think there's any truth to LeBron get him kicked off that team? Because Russell kind of hinted at it, but he didn't like straight out say LeBron kicked him off the team. But do you think there was some truth to that?
Bro, LeBron was trying to trade him for Kyrie like mid-season. I mean, look, it wasn't a fit. It didn't work. I mean, one, because Russ did not play good on that team, but Russ has got to play point guard. But when you're on a team with LeBron, except for this year, these last 9 games, LeBron's been more willing to play off ball, but he wasn't going to play off ball for Westbrook. And so you got Russ sitting in the corner doing nothing when, if you're going to get him, which you can argue you shouldn't get him because he doesn't fit, because him and LeBron have similar styles and similar weaknesses, although you would say LeBron's a better version with a better shot. But if you're not going to let him play point guard, don't even get him. But to have a legendary player, a Hall of Famer like that, top 75 player, and you got LeBron midseason saying he loved to have Kyrie, knowing damn well the only way you get Kyrie is if you trade Westbrook's contract for Kyrie. Yeah, I think LeBron definitely kind of did him wrong a little, and I think you see that now in the games because Westbrook don't even look at him. When they're doing pregame after the game, Westbrook gone. LeBron looking for the dap, and Westbrook's already halfway to the locker room. So yeah, I definitely think there's some truth to that rumor. I think there's some fire to that